In this video, we're going to talk about 5 forbidden places on Earth we dare you to visit. Before starting this video, like this video and subscribe to our YouTube channel for future updates. Both beauty and mystery abound in this planet. Modern modes of transportation make it simple to visit any part of the world and take in its historic landmarks and fascinating attractions. Some areas, however, are off limits to visitors for various reasons, including concerns over security. Let's get into it. Number 5. Snake Island, Brazil. The forbidden island of Isla de Comada Grande is home to one of the most venomous snakes in the world. So if snakes give you the willies, this is the last place you should go. The Brazilian government forbids anyone from traveling to this dangerous location, which is 20 kilometers south of Sao Paulo's coast. A daring wave, however, still ventures onto its shores. It looks like any other island in that area from a distance. The Batraps insularis, on the other hand, has only one known habitat, a 4.6 million square foot outcrop. The golden lance-head viper is another name for it. There are a lot of them here as well. Estimates place the number of snakes at up to 4,000 descending around the island in quest of food. The golden lake snakes, which can reach lengths of 46 inches, are named for their recognizably pointed heads. Even the Brazilian Navy avoided the island at all costs because of them. They only dare to go there to maintain the automated lighthouse that was installed swiftly in 1909 before the workers went. The prevailing assumption is that the snakes were trapped when the water levels rose like 11,000 years ago. However, it's unknown exactly how the snakes got there. The island's isolations are led to the snake's development of the world's fastest acting and deadliest venom. Furthermore, if a human were bitten, they would require immediate medical attention to treat the rapidly melting flesh, as well as a significant risk of death. The vipers' need to be dangerous has led to their development into what they are now. Birds are their only genuine food supply on the isolated island, but by the time most snake toxins would render them unconscious, they would have been able to travel quite a distance, depriving the snake of its meal. Instead, by utilizing toxins 5 times stronger than those used by the relatives on the mainland, the golden lance has discovered a means to kill their victim almost instantly. There are many tales of unfortunate individuals who ended up on the island. The bodies of the first lighthouse keepers, who were attacked by snakes that entered by the windows, were discovered all around the island. The biggest warning about the island's peril comes from its name, which translates as the Island of Slash and Burn Fire. Visit this, you might not make it out alive if you dare. Number 4. Sentinel Islands. One of the last places on Earth where people still live in isolation from the outside world is North Sentinel Island, which is located in the Bay of Bengal. Since nearly as 60,000 years ago, this region has been home to the Sentinelese tribe, who dislike outsiders. The island is unspoiled and untouched by modern technology. It's covered in dense forest, and the coast is bordered by colorful, undiscovered reefs. Native Americans have reportedly fired arrows at helicopters and low-flying planes, and they have violently refused any attempt at dialogue, even after the tsunami's devastation in 2004. As a sign that the tribe had survived and should be left alone due to their isolation, they were observed shooting arrows at a rescue aircraft. The Sentinel are hunter-gatherers who move and live in different parts of the island depending on where the food sources are, and it's estimated that between 50 and 500 of them made attempts between the 1970s and 1990s. Very little is known about them. 2 fishermen who spent the night in their boat close to the island were slain in their sleep when they attempted to make contact and were met with arrow fire. Survival International, the group that monitors and defends tribal people, has recommended that they be left alone because of their antagonism, and their obvious indifference to interacting with the rest of the world. A contamination of their civilization would almost certainly have negative consequences and increase their mistrust out of respect for others, making them vulnerable to common diseases against which they lack immunity. The Indian government has declared it unlawful to approach North Sentinel within 5 kilometers, so the only way for outsiders to fully understand this unusual society is through aerial photography and anthropological research. Maybe they will wish to leave their borders one day, but when they get to know them, it's unlikely that there will be many volunteers given the claims of cannibalism and severe tribal rights. Number 3. Chernobyl. Chernobyl in northern Ukraine is a must-see for daring adventurers. It used to be a bustling town with more than 16,000 residents, but events in 1986 caused the entire region to be evacuated. On April 26, 1986, the nearby nuclear power plant was conducting a systems test on its 4th reactor, but something went wrong. A sudden power surge caused a series of explosions. The reactor core was exposed, and a fire sent a cloud of very radioactive smoke into the atmosphere. This flame spread throughout the Soviet Union and Europe, turning Chernobyl into a wasteland. The Soviets hid the occurrence. Radiation alerts at the 4 Mark power plant in Sweden, more than 1,000 kilometers away, forced officials to admit what happened. The other level 7 occurrences were Fukushima in 2011. Today, a 90-mile exclusion zone surrounds the reactor to keep people away from the most toxic area, which will take centuries to heal. It's one of the most radioactive places on Earth, attracting experts and tourists from around the world. The community was abandoned so quickly that shoes, mugs, and toys remain. The Chernobyl fairground, slated to open days after the explosion, lies in ruins. There is one unexpected positive to the evacuation, and that's the effect it's had on the local wildlife. Species roam free, and even rare birds have increased their numbers in the area. Regular tests are done to see if the radiation is affecting the local fauna. Levels exist. Animal populations aren't affected. They are thriving, proving a harsh reality. Humans harm animal habitats more than a nuclear disaster. Number 2. Heard Island. Heard Island is a volcanic island in the southern Indian Ocean. It's midway between Australia and South Africa, 1,600 miles from Antarctica. Its remoteness makes it one of the remaining places on Earth untouched by humans or alien beings. It's covered in snow and glaciers with a 2,745-meter tall volcano named Big Ben at its core. The island has been a terrific spot to witness natural forces at work for ages, with continual glacier movements, an active volcano, and animal species seeking refuge from the chilly water. It's within Australia's sovereignty and a marine reserve, so people can't approach it without permission. You wouldn't stumble upon it. It's a 2-week trek from Australia through some of the world's most inhospitable waters. Due to the cost, vessels only visit Heard Island once every 3 years for scientific missions. The island is vulnerable to global climate change. The impact is evident. In the past 50 years, glaciers have retreated, creating fertile soil and ponds and pools teeming with life. If you're seeking solitude or adventure and have deep finances, we dare you to visit Heard Island. You will face rain, snow, and cold temperatures, but you will have seen a place few have seen. Number 1. Monkey Island. Monkey Island is coast. This facility isn't filled with lovely animals waiting to play with you. The story started when Clarence Ray Carpenter released 400 rhesus macaques in 1838. Instead of populating it, he was the first to study their behavior in danger. He understood it would be easier to breed a population at home than in Africa. He created a test site. For 80 years, the facility was used for everything from observation to disease study. Until recently, approximately 1,000 monkeys lived on the island, and it seemed like they were monitoring mankind. You shouldn't go too near to them since they carry a deadly strain of herpes. Visitors are warned not to let the monkeys pee on them. Put that aside and you will find a beautiful island full of nature's most curious animals. As things stand, the site is technically public property, so anyone can visit, but moves are being made to change the rules so only scientists can set foot on the island. Hurricane Maria destroyed Cayo Santiago in late 2017 after reaching through the Caribbean. It's strange that many monkeys died in the storm. If you're brave enough to visit a site where humans eat meals in cages while monkeys watch, you will find enough to see. Super exciting news, everyone. Head over to win cool life packs and crazy experiments like shocking facts, puzzles, and animated riddles. What do you think about this video? Do let us know down in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video and want to hear from us again, be sure to hit the subscribe button before you go.